Hi, my name is Dawn Schulz, and I am one of the co-owners of Prison City Brewing. My husband and I opened the brewery 8 years ago, and in fact, we'll be celebrating our eighth year anniversary on December 15th.
I'm Tom Walsh. I'm the marketing and communications coordinator here at Prison City Brewing. I joined in the summer and kind of just help out with anything social media, anything PR, any brand marketing, kind of anything on that promotional side.
Very cool. So background on Prison City, Dawn, 8 years. That's a long time, and it's been quite an evolution for you guys. For those who maybe aren't from the immediate area and maybe haven't heard of Prison City, talk to us a little bit about just some of the big changes that have happened for you guys over the last, say, 2 to 3 years.
Sure. So when we first opened, and we still have this location, we're in a small brew pub, which is mostly restaurant and a small brewery attached in downtown Auburn. We were so excited. We thought a 5 barrel system, which means we can brew 10 kegs at a time, would be plenty. That would be no problem. We'd be able to keep up with demand and service the restaurant and be great there. We figured out within about a year that that wasn't even close to the amount of capacity we needed. So we did an expansion in 2016 within the building of the brew pub. And then 2 years ago, we opened a second location, which is a mile away from the brew pub. It's a 14,000 square foot brewery. It's a production space. There's an event barn. There's a courtyard. And we have now an additional 20 barrel brew house. And we just signed on to do distribution. So we're distributing throughout New York State. And it's been a whirlwind of a couple of years.
I was going to say, how on earth, like that would be a really successful decade. And you guys have packed that into just a few short years. I'm curious, how have you kept your heads on straight and not just completely lost your minds in the process of all this awesome stuff?
Well, we own a brewery, so we do drink a lot of beer. Well, we have a great team. We have so many people here that are helping us. We just really try to coordinate everybody, and it's been fast and furious, but that's a good problem to have. People want to drink our beer, so that's, we're super happy and grateful for that.
Okay, so I am curious. I have to ask. I want to backtrack just to the beginning briefly. When you first realized, you and your husband, you first realized that what you had planned was not going to be nearly enough. What was that conversation like, and what was that like, knowing that you far underestimated what was going to happen when you opened your doors?
Well, so we could produce enough beer for the brew pub. We were able to serve people that came in there. What we weren't able to do is offer beer to go. And for beer travelers, everybody wants some beer to go. They want to be able to take something home. They want to be able to share it with their friends and family. They want to be able to drink it again because they liked it. So we did add on a crowler machine, which means we canned a 32-ounce can right out of the tap. And we did that for a couple of years. Again, not enough, but it was a little bit of a gap, stopgap to get to where we are. And the goal was always to be able to put 4 packs in people's hands.
Gotcha.
And now we're able to do that.
So let's talk about this holiday market. How did it get started? I'm curious what that conversation was like and where the idea came from.
So every year, some girlfriends and I go to a Christmas market. We go to New York City, we go to Philadelphia, we go to shop, kind of drink a little bit, eat a lot, hang out with each other. It's a very social occasion, and it's just such a great memory of ours that now that we have this space at North Street, which is huge, I thought, why couldn't we do that here? Why can't we do that in Auburn? Why can't we bring it here? And so it started last year, was our first annual, and it was a humongous success. So we decided to keep going with it, and we're about to have another one this weekend.
I'm curious how that helps frame the whole holiday season for you guys. If you have this, what's become a hallmark event, kind of split right in between Thanksgiving and Christmas, it has to keep everybody sort of eye on the prize to keep moving forward, right?
Yeah. It's a lot, Tom, right? I mean, we're busy right now.
Yeah, as you say,
So,
the fall months seem pretty busy with just the events. I mean, in the short time I've been involved, I think it's already been 3 or 4 events that have just been jam packed on the weekends, which we love to see. We love people coming to our North Street location, checking it out. And it is our North Street location is more um, better fit to have these big events, large groups of people rather than in our State Street location where it's more of the restaurant. You're welcome to come to either, but I think the North Street's more of the event building. So we might as well utilize it. And I think we've done a pretty good job of that in the past couple months from I've been here. So we're just looking to keep that forward. I think this holiday market is probably our last big one for the year, kind of regather and then get things going in the spring. So I think people do look forward to it too. It's done good on social media. So everyone's sharing it too, which we love to see. So more the merrier, definitely.
Dawn, I've got to ask, was the selection of the weekend after all of the downtown events in Auburn intentional? Was that sort of something to piggyback off of a really popular, busy weekend in downtown Auburn, seeing the next one as an opportunity to keep people around?
yeah, we struggled with it, believe it or not. Last year it was easy. It was kind of the only weekend that we could do. This year we had the option of going the week before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving weekend, to do it the same weekend, meaning this one coming up. And just to kind of keep the tradition, we chose the same weekend. But yeah, everybody's in the spirit now. Everybody kind of wants to wait till Thanksgiving's over, then it's like full steam ahead with Christmas. So seems to make sense.
So if you're coming out to it this weekend, Tom, I guess I should throw this question at you. What are some of the things that folks can expect while they're out experiencing everything that you guys have to offer in that awesome event space?
Well, I think too, it is kind of cool to look at the brewery system, kind of things how going beyond the scenes, but that's just a side part. We do definitely want people to come to visit, focus on all the vendors, what they have to offer. And I think it definitely goes back to Prison City's small business roots. We wouldn't be where we are today without all the small business support. And this is kind of our way of giving back to other small businesses, a lot of handmade crafts that people definitely put a lot of time, effort, and their own money into. And this is definitely a good thing for them to display it, sell it. Everyone does need that little craft gift to give to their mother or, our cousin or something like that. And this is definitely a great place to get it. Live music going on both days. And then, our bar is going to be open too. So there's kind of something for everybody, maybe you're getting dragged in by your wife and it's like, well, I don't want to look at all these gifts. Well, there's plenty of live music, food going to be going on too and drinks. So there's definitely something for everybody here, and that's where we're kind of going with this.
And when we look back at last year, obviously a success. What was the reception in the months after it was held? Was it a very clear response from the community, Dawn, that this thing was going to have to happen again one way or another?
Yeah, we don't have a way to do a full count, but by our estimation, we had about somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 people come through in the 2 days, and everybody just raved about it. It was something different. It was something unique. You can stroll through, you can hang out, you can sit by a bonfire, like Tom said, listen to music. The Rev Theater has some performers here, so they're kind of bopping around and putting on these little impromptu shows. This year, we've added on the Newfoundlands, who will help you to take your packages to your car, which is really exciting. We have food trucks. So like Tom said, there's a little bit of something for everybody. Everybody really loved it last year, so we're hoping they do again this year.
And I'm going to put you both on the spot. If you had to pick one thing that's your favorite thing about the holiday market weekend, what is it?
Oh, Glühwein. And I like beer, but Glühwein, it's we have the German club here and they have their hot mulled wine. And when it's cold outside and you're all bundled up and you can sip on that, nice warm wine, that's my favorite.
Just so I guess my answer for that is just because I wasn't able to attend last year. I think it's probably the new fees bringing your packages to the car with the cars. I mean, I think that's awesome. I'm a big dog guy, so that's probably going to be my answer.
Love it. Love it. Appreciate the time, guys. Thanks for taking it. And also best of luck this weekend. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank